Hey everyone, it's Irene from Bay Wellness Coaching. A lot of my clients have been asking me to put a review together between the differences on the Theragun, Hypervolt, and traditional massage therapy. So here we go. All right, so these are the two boxes. They look pretty similar. The Theragun's a little bit more square, the Hypervolt a little more boxy, and taking a look at the insides, I've been using both for at least half a year, so I can give you a little bit more of my perspective. The devices, the Theragun, one of the main differences between what I see as the devices is like this physically, I think is a little bit easier to hold because you can hold it from a lot of different directions, so it can make it a little bit easier to get some of the harder to reach angles on your body. So that's one of the things that, off the bat you can noticeably see. The Hypervolt is nice too, but it is a little bit harder in terms of holding and getting some of those hard to reach places. In terms of the mounts themselves, they have a few different mounts. Both of them come with multiple mounts in it. The Hypervolt, I like that they have some different mounts for like your spine, really other pinpoints. They have a flat one, which is not offered with the Theragun. The chargers work pretty similar. This one they just plug into the wall, nothing interesting to see there. In terms of the buttons, there's a little bit of a difference. The Theragun has two buttons that you just press down, one to turn on, and the G3 has two modes, a lower setting and a higher power setting, and then you turn it off. The Hypervolt has a switch at the bottom, which you use to turn on, and they have a button here on the back, one for a light setting, two for a higher power, and three for the highest power setting. You can actually hear the difference, and this is one of the main differences that I see besides the shape, is the loudness of the device. I really like that the Hypervolt is a lot more quiet. I think the Theragun is a little bit louder, which is not as nice, but it feels a little more powerful, so that's kind of one of the other differences. The Theragun is a little bit more expensive. It's $50 more at $399 versus the Hypervolt at $349. But both of the devices work more similar than they are different. I've seen other knockoffs of other third-party brands that are not as good because they tend to be louder or they tend not to be as strong. So those are the main differences. In terms of what I kind of see with massage therapy as an alternative is that massage therapy is great. I think if you find a good therapist, they can really work with you, they can understand your injuries, they can reach places where if you're not as flexible of a person, they might be hard for you to reach. I think the Theragun is great if you're trying to reach somewhere that's hard to reach. I think it's a little bit more flexible in terms of the ways you can hold it. So that's one of the pros of the Theragun. I think the Hypervolt is great too. The Hypervolt I really enjoy. I like that it's quiet. It is a little bit harder to reach certain places on your back, so that's kind of what I would say is the downside of it. But it is $50 cheaper, so I would say the Hypervolt is a great option for most people. And lastly, regarding massage therapy, I think massage therapy is amazing because if you find a massage therapist you really click with, there are a lot of intangible benefits of going to a massage therapist, somebody who kind of understands you, something about their healing touch, human-to-human interaction that can be really beneficial, but it can be more expensive depending on how much the therapist costs. It could pay off by getting a massage gun after 3 or 4 sessions. It all just depends on your budget. So in conclusion, I think any of these options are great. Massage therapist is great, just find one that works well for you. Thanks for watching our video. If you have any more questions, feel free to drop a comment, like the video if you thought it was helpful. If you want to find more of our content, find me at Bay Wellness on Instagram or baywellnesscoaching.com. And that's it for today. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Hope you have a good rest of your day, everyone.